Hey Hunnies, it's Danae. Thanks for listening to part 1 of Honey, It's Yours. You're now listening to part 2. Be sure to let us know how you enjoy, all right? Bye. I guess my thing is then, and this is what I wanted to respond to, but I'm just, asking. So,
the goal
do you have do you just not like the term, the game? And the reason I'm asking is because it's what you just said is if you're just saying, well, that's your strategy, then technically if we're just calling dating the game now, then are you just
no? I just hate it.
But no,
I hate the dating.
But also
the pool.
That's the thing.
Okay,
so here's the thing. People are treating it like a game because if you win the spot, the game starts with, all right, I'm gonna shoot. Let's go. Let's see where this goes. Boom. You start talking. The game continues. Who's gonna text who first? Right. Who's gonna do this first? And that and the third. That's the mindset behind. But that's why I was asking. You're right.
The mindset
is the.
Right, that's what I was trying to get clarity on. But even to go back to what you were saying about the whole issue with the roster and not wanting to fight, I could understand why. Everything has an effect, right? So at the end of the day, I don't talk to that many guys at one time because it's a lot of work. But I do like to talk to at least 2, 3, 4 because sometimes you can get wrapped up. I mean, if they show up and I'm talking to somebody, I'm not gonna say no. I'm talking to somebody
They're never in the same room. They're never in the same room.
Yeah, but I'm letting them know. I let them know. I've actually had multiple in the same room before. Yeah, at literally at my celebrations, multiple there. But because it's just
it's powerful.
God damn! Oh my God!
I would not do that.
Y'all are all here for me.
It wasn't I'm plotting. They just ended up there. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk to both of y'all and I'm gonna get my next one both.
You gotta give one of them the rose for the night.
I was accused of cheating on one because I left with the other.
It's because of the tension. That's part of it. That's part of the game.
It was the first time I met you. It was the first time I met you. How are we gonna tell me that we were flirting all night, but somebody came.
The game started and you took your eyes off the ball on this side.
See?
And he felt, whoa.
See,
who's this guy?
I think some of the times I could sympathize with our men when they're just well, I want to fall out of the game because a lot of it ends up are you just taking advantage of me versus actually trying to get to know me?
Okay.
For the whole roster.
That's one part. That's one part.
But
then there's also the part of the guy was I'm getting what I want. I'm getting part of what I want out of the game too. So it's kind of
we just both playing.
I'm not getting this part, but I'm getting this part, so I'm gonna keep on playing.
We just both playing.
I'm still just gonna be, people don't even use the dating. I'm still talking.
Chill.
Still talking because you know what? I'm not gonna compete over here because I feel like I kind of like you for. But I'm not gonna compete over here because I feel like you got. But you might not even have nobody else. But the way that you carry yourself, they feel intimidated.
But I think that's whack.
So they go. It is whack. That's why I don't like it. And then they go over there because some person over there is fulfilling their flesh.
And they have no space in my life anyway.
Go ahead, Danae.
When she's washing her leg or something.
Go ahead, bro.
But yeah, I think that in itself is kind of whack though, right? Because that's fine. They can do that and they can leave because I don't want that around me or in my space if I'm actually trying to get to know you. But you have to understand that the same way you're talking to other people because you're trying to see what's best for you, that's what I want for you too.
Listen to
but
this,
I guess
right?
They're not expecting you to.
Everybody's playing with their own coach.
Right,
and their own goal in mind.
And I feel
what you think is winning
at the happy hour.
What you think is winning is not somebody else's winning.
And that's why you ask these questions. I'm that person on the first date that is asking you your whole life. I am.
Yeah, facts.
I can get to know the intricacies about you, but the value system, the way your brain thinks, we need to settle this right now.
Because if you're crazy, I'm not continuing after this.
Or I need to understand what your crazy is and see if your crazy aligns with mine because none of us are truly
if I could tolerate it, right?
But at the end of the day, we're not about to sit here and waste each other's time. If we in person and we can't get along, we sure enough can't get along over text, whatever. It's crazy how we ended up talking about dating and we're no dating this season.
Who's no dating?
I'm talking about let's not fall into always talking about dating, but it always comes out to that because summer.
I was like, who's not dating?
Navigating summer.
That's the problem.
Is because when you navigate summer single, it's always about dating because that's how the whole summer revolves around.
It's not always about dating.
Because when you network, making friends, networking, and all that, it always comes to finding out if this person is crazy or not. If their definition of winning is the same way as yours, and sometimes you're dealing with the opposite sex and it's a game.
Scenario number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gentleman approaches you.
Mm-hmm. What's your 23andMe?
What's your 23? First of all,
What is that?
No. First of
Is
all,
that the DNA thing?
hold on. First of all, I'm standing at the bar.
and I'm
ordering
right
my
next to her.
own drink. Ashley's right behind me.
And I told her, get me a ginger beer.
Right. Okay. Cool. This man comes from left field, standing behind me. Excuse me. Hi. How are you? I said hi. No. He said, I wish I was you so I could look in the mirror.
And I would say, ooh, damn, I look good. So once I heard that, that's me making my exit.
That's kind of fire.
I'm not gonna lie,
I'd be like, all right.
And then he was like,
okay, so what you gotta say?
He was like, you look really good in that dress. I was like, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. And then he was like, you one of them Spanish girls with the tight ponytail
Right.
that had an ex named Ramon. But guess what? I can be better than Ramon. I looked at him. I said, I'm not Spanish. And then he goes, oh, really? So, like, where are you from? What's your 23andMe?
Yeah.
I was like,
I see how we got there.
like,
It wasn't good, though.
I was like, what?
He
What
should
are you
have
saying?
stopped.
And then
he had a good time.
Wait, and then he ran it back later in the party, and I was dubbing him.
No,
He
wait. Before he left, he said, I'm gonna find you.
Oh yeah,
Later
I'm
on.
gonna find you later on. I was like, okay.
And then he found us not one time again,
Twice.
not 2 times again, 3 times again.
I've been struggling with that.
And then he
what these
stopped
men
talking
gonna
to
do.
me, and then started talking to Ashley.
He said, wait, I like you. Can I get a hug? Sir, back up. Corona. And then at that point, now this is where I kind of participate in the game that I don't like. I was just playing with him now. I'm like,
You see? It's
oh no!
and then he
But
wanted.
mind playing with him. I would just ask him stupid questions because he
He
said
was
that
asking stupid questions.
he's part of a podcast. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, so when I walked up to her and asked if she bought her own drink, why do women always want to get a drink? Why we always gotta spend money? I said, whoa. First of all, calm down. She got her own drink, okay? I said it could have been a move for you to be like, oh, what you drinking? I can get that for you. But you didn't have to do that. You continue the conversation. No one asked you to buy nobody nothing. It could have been a move for you, a icebreaker, but you didn't have to do that. So why you feel so about it?
Compelled to say that.
And he was like, no, because women always want you
So
to
get
spend
me
money.
behind me.
Right? So I said, do you believe in broke love? Oh, now we talking about brokenness. Oh, I like you.
I'm sitting here rolling my eyes like, bro,
So I'm
move
like,
off
what?
of her, bro.
I'm like, so what you talking about in this podcast? Because now I'm interested. Because what you talk about right now? I'm like, so where are you from? He's like, I'm from Newark. I said, oh, you're from Newark, New Jersey?
There you go.
Wait a minute.
Wait
Wait a minute. I said, you from Newark, New Jersey? He said, yeah, but I'm not going to lie to you. I've been lying to people and saying that I'm from Newark. I'm really from the town over. I'm like, so you're a liar and you believe in broke love.
Oh, and then he said, I don't like, what did he say? Am I going to get canceled if I say it? No. He said, I don't like saying it because it sounds like I'm gay or like you're gay if you're from there. I was like, okay, nobody asked you for this information. Why would you volunteer it?
And then after that,
Literally
I
don't
was
even know
done.
anything about
What would you do?
I said,
Why would you do
now that you're a liar and you believe in broke love, you can now be behind me Satan.
No.
So I said, I did my whole, turn my body so it's not
I don't even know
available
what you
anymore.
want.
Pardon my back.
And it's now I like you, can I get a hug?
From
Step
the
back.
back?
Step back.
I don't know what you would do because it goes back to what we were saying before, where I feel like they don't really have like boundaries. But go ahead, Reann.
Yes. And he came back again.
1 to 10. How was his attractiveness physically?
To me,
5.
4 or 5.
All right, he went too far.
He was wearing a sweater vest.
Yeah, the sweater vest with the the black and the red lenses.
He was
Sweater
definitely.
vest,
It
it's already
had to
done.
be a hatfish too because I'm
Yeah.
thinking his hairline was crazy.
Damn.
So can I bounce off of your scenario with a question or something like, how do you guys? And I've been struggling with this. How do y'all feel about the whole like I'm gonna find you later? Or, I mean, that's a little. It depends. If you vibing with them and you're gonna find me later,
Okay.
find me later.
Find me at any
but
point.
if you're not like, if you have to let me know you're gonna find me later because I'm running away from you, like you don't need to find me later. But like, my bigger point is like the whole going to. I feel like a lot of men in my life right now.
They're going to do
So
something?
I know my personality.
They're not doing it.
No. I know my personality, and I'm very much like you have to come with energy, but you have to come with energy once you get the say so that energy is wanted from you, right? And I feel like I understand it because it's a hard line to what's it, teeter?
Yeah.
But I also feel like it goes back to this whole like y'all just bold, like you're not like
Audacity
don't
on
tell me
sale.
like what you're going to do regarding me in any way, shape, or form.
Blindly bold.
You my friends get to block off my calendar. You don't get to block off my calendar. You don't get to determine where I'm going out to date.
Nah. Okay, we gotta talk about you.
No, you don't get. No, just listen to. You see. Okay,
let me throw one in there about you. I'm about to breed you.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that in a second.
Right,
I'm gonna breed you.
Paul, you can beat all of this.
Just a moment please, the Hunnies will be with you shortly.
Yeah, so the whole these are things that you're trying to do because you feel like they will resonate with me, but you don't have the right or rank to do that. How do we?
Or you don't even know me.
Yeah, or or you don't even know me. Like what? What do we do with that? How
we can't do anything with it because it's not that's what's the word I was struggling with the other day. Substance. It wasn't substance. You can't. It's not material in my hand to work with. It was nothing. How can I make nothing out of nothing, bro? You can do nothing but ignore it.
That is so. But you can't ignore it sometimes.
Yes, bro. You can. Then they will go away. I promise you that.
No, they don't go away.
They went away. He did not come. Did you not spend the rest of your party with this man?
No, they don't go away.
Oh no. He got the hint.
Let's talk about it.
I kind of feel like
Miss.
I feel like after no, you can't get a hug, and he's like, oh, that's how you're gonna act. When he came back around, he just did I see you guys, and walked away. He
got the hint because we gave him a straight face at that point.
At that point, sometimes after you're done playing,
it was no smile.
You give them the no.
No, but some of them don't go away. Freaking what's his face?
God damn it!
You can mute that.
You need to stop with that. You said she said
because I need to because you guys
I'm saying God goes
you guys know who I was talking about.
Yes, okay, that one
made it very clear that this is never going to happen. It's literally never going to happen. And then back to back, I ran into him at 2 different parties, maybe 3 actually. And then it's you always tell me I'm outside. And then he looked at me. He was like, so what's the word? He was like, so what's the word with us? So what's the word with us? I said there is no us.
She said you would give it energy.
I'm gonna give you.
I would give it energy.
I'm gonna give you half the credit. You know, in a test score board, you get.
That's not fair.
I'm gonna give you 60%.
That's literally not fair.
60%. Yes, he should not have come. 40%.
What did I do?
40%. When he texted you, right, you should have acted like he never saw it. Instead, you looked up from your phone, made eye contact, and you went like this.
Well, he had already seen me.
I don't give a damn if you saw me. I didn't see you. You know how you can ignore somebody straight in their face? I know how to do that, bro.
I'm really good at that, too.
Bro, and dead in your face, I don't see you, bro. Especially, you don't wear glasses, but I use that excuse sometimes. Don't be an excuse, though. I dead saw you, but you didn't see me. I saw you, but you didn't see me, and I didn't see you.
Oh, I saw your text message, and I don't want to respond.
I don't want to see you, bro.
That's crazy.
I could have done one like this.
I don't like being confronted about things like that.
I don't give a damn. I'm sorry. So that's the 40% you off.
That's facts.
I give myself 20%, not 40. Don't touch me.
For example, when we went out that first time, and Reann went up to them and said, "Oh, hi." You didn't have to go follow behind her. Let her go say hi by herself.
They know me, bro. They made eye contact.
I don't give a damn.
You I see what you're saying now. It's facts. Even with the eye contact, until they approach
you, I didn't see you, bro.
If you initiate, then it's on you. So, for instance, I initiate, so that's on me. I should never even did that.
But you could have did that by yourself. I could have did that by myself. The place was empty enough where we could keep an eye on Reann and she was gonna come back. Straight. You could have came where I was sitting because I didn't go see how they. I don't even know who they are.
But that makes it so awkward. I don't like doing that.
It makes it awkward for you.
Yeah, because to me, I'm like, I know you, but why am I? I'm literally standing 6 feet away from you. We made eye contact. Why would I not come?
Because I don't like you.
No, but the happy medium is you could just stay right where you're at and say, hey. I'm literally answering your question, right? Because
I guess
it could be uncomfortable to
ignore somebody,
but it's the process of building boundaries to a certain extent. Like I know you exist. I'm not gonna be rude and act like you don't exist, but I also don't have anything to say to you.
I guess to me, I need to separate me thinking that it's rude if I don't go up to them and say hi. Mm-hmm. Like I could just chill back and just wave from far instead of entertaining it that much. I agree.
We both saw each other. Okay, that's
not
cool.
Not self-reflecting on the podcast. Anyways.
That's what we're supposed to do. That's the purpose. We're not here just to chat. We're here to, grow, figure things out, try to maneuver through.
In conclusion, from now on, if Sarah waves at you with the flex, just know you're not valid in the spot.
No, facts. If I don't come up to you, that means
shy high from afar.
No, just blame it on them because it's their fault.
No, but sometimes, okay, in defense, I'm going to 60% now, right? We addressed the 40% and Sarah acknowledged the growth.
Boom.
The 60%, y'all do not read English.
She doesn't. They don't.
Y'all don't take English.
They don't read people, period.
No, y'all don't read English.
Sarah.
And the crazy thing about it,
I have stories.
the way you move after, the way you move after I sent you the English is on you. Because now you coming over to the group with a bottle of champagne. Sir.
An expensive bottle too. Like you just spent money on this.
We took the cups and threw them in the trash. Now that's on you, bro.
Facts.
Then it's, I'm gonna get y'all a hookah later and come by. No, stay there. Be gone from me.
This is also scary.
Oh, and then
it's scary because it's just like you don't understand the word no.
And then he whispered in my ear. He whispered in my ear. He was like, "So what's the word with us?" And I was like, "Nothing. There's nothing that's ever going to happen. I told you." And he was like, "You still on that bullshit?" I was like, "It's not bullshit. I'm being for real. It's never happening." Bro, I literally, y'all were laughing at me, and I was sitting here still rejecting the man. No, take a hit and stop it, bro.
And then he tried to, he said, if you wanted a champagne or if you want a hookah, whatever.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't working with the bottle.
Listen,
I'm pissed off.
It gets scary because, especially when I'm watching my friends explicitly say no,
and you see the
aggressive,
I see the
grab, I see the continuation. Now I have to be protective now, and I have to step out of my feminine.
Are you okay?
I have to step out of my feminine.
No,
and then
she said no.
Not even
like,
that.
Literally though.
I went to a spot with a group of girls, right? And then this random guy, right? I guess because he thought he had an English accent, he can do whatever he wants. Started talking. Sir, I'm looking at him like. Then he's not getting next to me. I went to her. And then the friend that was behind me didn't realize what was going on. So he started talking to her. So I was like, yo, let me tell you something real quick.
Boom.
No,
now I have to.
The taser was about to come out.
Make me want to fight.
The taser was about to come out.
And then, or a whole different other situation. We enjoying eating food, whatever. Random guy. I don't know if you showered this morning. Yo, what y'all doing after? Excuse me, sir. Take your hand off my friend. Especially, this friend is in a relationship.
Right.
Relax.
Get away, bro.
So after this, she went like this. And he's still talking all up in her face, want to whisper. So now I'm grabbing in my bag.
Because you don't get the hint.
And then, it's a thing of you don't get the hint and you try to try again with somebody else that's in the same group. That blows my mind. Blows me.
Oh my gosh. Nah.
What makes you think that the friend? No, I watched this whole interaction get down. Same thing, like he was talking to you. Oh no, I like you. Can I get a? Sorry, you think?
I just seen what you just said. You said I like a guy named Ramon. Why would she ever give you a chance? Like,
no.
Nah, I have a very this is very random.
No.
But there's been a recurring theme this summer of men telling me that I'm going to have their children.
And they're not Jamaican.
And they're not.
Yeah, man.
It's because the first time.
It's you go. Well, first of all, you gonna be my wife, and then second of all, you gonna have my kids. Third, I'm gonna put a baby in you.
They could.
That's threatening. That's life threatening.
I need that now.
That's life threatening.
What about consent?
No, not even that.
Fuck that.
You wanna kill me? You know, babies kill mothers. You know. Before they even reach Earth. That's crazy.
Like, what do you, how do you respond to other than just like, E.T.?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
What do you respond to other than, haha?
Fun fact, I'm actually a man.
Yeah, I actually saw a girl that does that. Like, she just goes, she has a very, like, wide register.
Oh, so she just drop it.
Bro, thank you, sir. Like, she goes down. She said, yo, that's what's up, sir. Like, I've been looking for somebody.
But that's dangerous, though.
That's just as dangerous.
Imagine now you get punched in the face.
Because
now you're trying to put me.
Wow.
Honestly, there's no right answer.
No, I'm scared. There's no right answer.
It's just like,
I definitely asked men, though, like, how much would they pay for me?
Ooh.
you want to marry me, right? So
how many
the dowry, what the money?
I'm expensive.
You're not coming empty-handed into my house. But I'm like, child.
I don't contribute nothing to the table because
my response has been, let me wait till after law school, then we can talk about it. Like, let me finish what I have to do. But like, I don't. Why?
How many cows does your family have?
Somebody almost traded 50 cows for Miriam.
Wow.
Thanks.
Remember my ice cream guy who gave me the free cone and he actually hit me up?
Yeah, he asked how many goats he needs to send.
Actually hit me up.
That's actually really funny.
But I mean, I want to go a different way because
that kind of stuff is
I have a question after you finish.
Is it still in the men dating outside realm? Go ahead.
It's not really, no.
Okay, I was gonna bring this a whole different direction because I'm interested, and I think because I haven't been outside a lot this summer, in comparison, at least I'll say in comparison to you all, I'm interested in like what else do y'all have like going on? Like what else has been outside of just like, well, Sarah, your goal was literally to get back outside because you feel like you spent the last few summers
I accomplished the goal
in other places, but like,
you finished?
Are there other things that we had like going on? Like Reann, I know you said that you've been like cleaning your room, like where's your mindset? Yeah, like kind of like what's happening there?
Like
because summers are multidimensional
and being intentional and all that.
Yeah, I can't really be outside like how the girls are. I'm happy in my relationship.
Wait a minute,
you couldn't be outside.
Well, I'm saying in that aspect as far as interacting with the men. No. I'm just saying that I'm not actively seeking men outside.
Obviously.
I still seek. Well, I don't seek.
You seek outside, but not actively.
I seek outside.
They're not dating, right?
But as far as like what I've been seeking with my summer, I've just been trying to like better myself because like during the year, like the school year, I used to always have the excuse of like there was just so much stuff to do and like no time to do it. So now that I have the time, I'm trying to be really intentional about doing all the things that I said I would do. Applying for jobs, painting, cleaning, just like giving myself the care that I've been lacking the past 10 months due to the attack of the little rascals.
The enemy.
The enemy Satan himself in the form of the little 6-year-olds. It's just fantastic. But no, it's been good. I've been like waking up at a reasonable time. I've been going to the gym. I've been on top of like my fitness goals and like my health and my lifestyle. I've been getting thick. Feel me? I have a nice little bunda now. Even my parents pointed out, they're like, Reann, where did all that come from? I said, I know.
LOL.
I know exactly where it
Thank
came
you
from.
to
the gym.
The other participant.
The gym. I thank you to the gym. But things like that, have been
Lord of mercy.
just really helpful in my growth in all aspects of the word.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like the idea of an intentional summer. So like I have a summer bucket list that you have seen. And part of my summer goal is just like we were talking about, being vulnerable and open to different experiences, whether it's making friends, being open to that experience, and knowing that if I'm placing myself in a space that in the same activeness of being there, I have to be active in me being open to the people that are there.
That's real.
Right? So like whether it's not speak. Exactly, whether it's making more female friends or whether it's being open to prospective mates or whatever. It's just being open to that. And also it's kind of, I won't say it's my last summer because summer continues whether you're still in school, still working, whatever. Life doesn't stop because you're doing something else. So I'm trying to make life happen instead of life happening to me. Like being an active participant in life instead of life just happening. So I'm trying to, live.
That's real.
It's weird because I feel like that's what I would like to, but I very much feel like I'm in a phase right now where life is just happening to me. Like I think there are things that I've been wanting to accomplish for a long time, and like law school has really changed the trajectory of a lot of things that I had for myself, which is honestly really on brand for Danae, for being honest. Like that whole process, and even just things just blowing up and changing direction. But I think like there was so much that I wanted to do this summer, but that
not over yet.
Yeah, we're like halfway there.
No, I know it's not over yet, but I think it's also like there's so much that you want to do this summer, but like maybe you just, like I still feel like I'm just trying to figure one part out. So it's hard to have everything. Yeah, like I don't know how to like truly.
You don't have to figure out everything. You can be the person that's not multitasking.
Right, I understand that, but then there are also things that like I need to start multitasking at again because I've not been multitasking because I was transitioning into law school, and at the end of the day there's always going to be one transition after another, and you're never going to give anything 100% because my pastor told me today that there's this guy that another pastor, it's just church, just a chain of pastors. There's a pastor that he has listened to that doesn't believe in balance. He just believes in managing tensions because there's always going to be different tensions going on. It's just which ones do you pull a little bit harder at this point in time? Others do you like
very accurate.
Right. Yeah. So I think like that's been something that I'm kind of still like even struggling with to a certain extent because there are things I have very little that I want to accomplish this summer for the most part. Like I wanted to work. I wanted to relax because it's not a thing that I do. Like I always have a million things going on, but in the same breath, I wanted to visit my wine bars, which I finally started doing. So that's the only like real thing. But I also wanted to like paint, and I wanted to start like setting up lounging again before school starts back. And I still feel like these last like the things on the list that are actually
important to you,
and to like my self care and self like I forget like my literal health like
are being neglected
once again. And it's like that whole thing, learning to like life is always going to keep happening, so how do we start to figure those things out? And then it's like I'm trying to get a man, but on the other hand, shorty, do you really need a man right now if you can't even figure out how to paint so that you don't shoot somebody in the throat? You know what I'm saying? Like it's all of the little
That's
that was
real.
a wild. It's true though. No, but it's just like I think
a lot of people don't think like that though.
I feel you.
And I think
and
that's
they get
been like the
in
hardest
situations where now they have to juggle more.
Right, and I think that's another reason too why I'm not going out, right? Because if I am going out, it better be to something that you actually wanted to do that's in line with the with the bare minimum goals I set for my summer. It's a little like I don't know. It's a weird place to be in. I don't really have a answer or whatever. I think I just wanted to like say those words out loud, I guess, because it's frustrating.
I think a good thing that you said, I guess, the lesson that you learned from your pastor was like that balance word, right? And I feel like a lot of people think balance is 50-50.
Oh no,
it's that 60-40, it's that 80-20, and it's 10-90 sometimes, but it's just keeping it on the what's that little
scale? The pendulum.
Yeah, that little middle part is keeping it on there, so let's not fall over, you know. Because once it fall over, then your mental health is a 1 on the scale, and we don't want nobody to be a 1.
It's so interesting because I've just been so unintentional about my summer. Like, I have not cared about, like, for me, this summer was, I just want to experience, that. The only thing I've been intentional about is my experiences. I haven't been intentional about, like, personal development, personal growth. I literally have not cared. Just for, like,
I mean, I feel like because you want to be more feminine.
But I think the problem, not the problem, but the thing that I'm always doing is I'm always looking for the next accomplishment, the next goal, the next this, the next this. I never actually just live in the moment, sit in my comfort and just like mess around for a little, have some fun, like have some like actual fun that I'm enjoying myself, like actually be happy, actually like my goals for law school accomplished. I got what I wanted, and once summer hit, I'm not touching nothing. Like I just want to just live without having to personally develop, having to do this, that, and the third, having to reflect. Enough reflection. I want to reflect. I look in the mirror in September, not now. I just want to live.
That's real. I feel like
I'm so tired. I'm just so tired of consistently having to be mature, having to do like no. I'm gonna step into a step of immaturity just for a month and then bring it back. Then I'm gonna have goals. But like now, I'm just chilling. I don't want to do. I don't want to do it.
I wish we had like a professional opinion on it, because it's like, what happens when you're tired of doing the work, right? Like what you're saying.
Exactly.
Like is it okay to be immature for a second? Is it okay to not be intentional about life in a moment? Like, is it healthy? Is it not? Is it now you're moving on autopilot because the thing that you have learned now you're just living off of that, or is it Like, because that's very interesting, because I feel like the buzzwords of the 2023 have always been therapy, boundaries, emotional intelligence, and we just been compounded with all of this fancy talk, fake words. Remember I was talking about the menu the other day? Fake words. You've been bombarded with a whole bunch of extra words, right? So is it okay to step back and not do anything? But then it's like,
I think that's the difference between stepping back falling back or staying there once you get there. But also,
I'm saying, like what you said, take a break from doing the work.
But I think
take a break from boundaries and emotional intelligence. It depends. To be immature sometimes.
Sorry, Ash. It depends on how you operate within that phase. Because I'm not sitting here saying that I'm never gonna go back to doing what I need to do.
I'm saying a break.
Right, but I'm saying even within my break, I'm not dragging it to the point where I'm ruining my life. I'm not dragging it to the point where I'm pulling myself into a whole depression episode. Like I'm still like aware of when I need to stop being reckless.
So like the autopilot.
Right. What I was also gonna say is I think it could also depend on how you got to that place. I think that may be even to certain degrees more important, right? Because to a certain extent, you're still intentional about deciding to be free.
Right.
Right?
Agreed.
Versus like you got to a point where you burned out and now you're literally crashing and burning. Like those are different things.
I agree.
Because I think like if you were at that point where you're just like, yeah, it is now this time and I am blowing up my life, and you're not even realizing that you're blowing up your life, that's a different conversation. I don't know. It would be nice to hear what somebody else has to.
Because it's like the whole, remember, I always bring like past conversations. It's like, is it okay for me just to like lay in my bed and not do nothing? Right? So, is it okay? And it's like some people say yes, but it's like no. And then you're getting bombarded with a, did you get up and work out today? Are you hitting your Zoom today?
Did you pick up your book from morning?
Like, did you read that you've been having on today? It's like, no, but then it's kind of like, do the work.
I literally X that stuff out now.
It's like, how long are you laying in your bed for? And like, what is, I think at least when we talk about it, right? Because I always try to tell you, like, it's okay to lay in your bed if you don't have anything to do. But is it now like, no, there are underlying issues that we're not addressing. Like, are you laying in your bed because you have nothing to do, or are you laying in your bed because you feel extremely unmotivated and everything is crashing around you and you don't know what to do, so you're just staying here?
But then in the having the break, right? You're neglecting something. You're neglecting the growth that you could have in that moment. So you're always going to be neglecting.
But maybe the growth is the break.
That's a worthy trade-off for me. Like neglecting the growth. But that's the thing. Here's the thing.
A licensed professional would have told you something else.
Personally, in my head, I have always been in the least. I'm trying to be humble. I'm not trying to boast right now. I've always been a year or two ahead of where I need to be mentally and emotionally, and like how I carry myself. I'm tired of always being like, I'm tired of hearing the maybe this is trauma actually. I'm tired of hearing the sorry,
I'm traumatized.
The reflection. I'm tired of hearing the you're too good, you're too mature, you too good for your age, this, that, and the third, and it's like,
let me not be good.
And it's like, okay, copy. Now I'm gonna stop emotionally growing for just a month and a half or two, just to like relieve myself of that pressure.
And I'm so sorry.
But that happens a lot.
It's I'm an average guy. You're too good of a woman.
I'm gonna be
even not even romantically. Take the romantic word.
No,
like, guys
people
in general.
our age group, it's a very hard thing
regardless,
to do.
It's you're very mature for your age. That's a little intimidating. Or people don't want to be around you because you're too mature. This, that, and the third. Like, I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be a repellent to people.
Triggering.
I've gotten that.
I don't want to be repellent to people. So for like 2 months, I'm just going to be Sarah without having to be emotionally intelligent, be the mature one, fix problems, be a listening aid to people. I'm tired of that. Leave me alone.
No, but that is real, and I feel like a lot of women that come from our background specifically, that's one thing that we all have in common. We come from a two-family household that is, they may have their underlying problems that we may not know about, but seemingly we're what, middle class. We pretty much pretty good,
right?
Especially coming from immigrant families, right? And it's like you get that whole the good girl, the whole intimidating thing. You always got something going on, type of thing, and it's kind of like, nah.
What you doing now? No, what are you not
doing?
And
then let's bring it back a little bit to like the whole dating thing. It's like people don't want to approach you. There's a fly. Approach you or want to deal with you because they think that they're not ready to deal with you, or like they don't think that they can have fun or develop with you. So they
Or
want to develop outside of you.
They're too immature or are not ready to be in that phase of
So
life yet.
they want to not save you on the side, but
they want to get themselves together before they come to you.
But it's like, nah, we want to have fun too. We're here. We're not telling you.
I'm not saying to be asking you to be serious for the rest of your life. Like
I don't know. I feel like that's a
you know, I genuinely think it is a trauma thing. That has to be a trauma response.
You choosing not to be you because yes,
it's disconnected. But it is in my I'm not being myself. I'm still very much Sarah, and I'm very much like still my social self, still mature. But it's like my decision making is not. I'm not like third thinking or fourth thinking something. Like I'm not like.
If I feel like I
think about it once or twice. If I just want to go, I'm gonna go. If I just want to do this, I'm gonna do that. If I don't want to respond to somebody, I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna have. If I don't want to communicate something to somebody in a certain type of way that they want to hear it, I'm not communicating respectfully. I'm so tired. Like for just 2.5-3 months, I'm tired of it. I need a break, and so I can recover back to actually being the best I can be. I need a break for a second to get my energy back, and then I'm gonna put it back.
I guess is it okay not to be the best you can be in a moment of time?
Please. That's how you're human, though. You can't be perfect all the time. Jesus was perfect. We are not Jesus.
But not perfect. You're best. The best
and
is
he
not
was still
perfect.
flipping tables.
Thank you.
Respectfully.
Thank you.
That was
had
his
him
best
messed
in the
up
moment.
in his temple.
But maybe your best changes in every moment.
Stay tuned. I'll be back to myself soon.
Maybe your best you right now is you being
you right now.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Longevity.
Thanks for the
We're
reflection.
here for you, Sarah.
Yes, I actually really needed that.
So this is your thing.
Because every 5 seconds, I'm overthinking. I'm asking Ashley like, "Yo, am I ODing? Yo, am I overthinking?" And I'll ask like her, "Yo, am I doing this, that, and the third? Like, should I do this or not?" And it's like, I used to do all of these things for people and for like, in the name of maturity, in the name of emotional growth. Mm-hmm. No, it's not.
Yeah.
So,
I'm here. I'll give you Jolly Rancher to calm down.
2 cents, no dimes.
Jolly Rancher, no?
It's in the car.
Mm.